Hi, Rolex here. Uh, I've been playing the Exile 3.9 Metamorph leagues for a while. It's probably a week into the league now. And I think the league itself is great. I'm gonna explain it later, like for more detail. And the Conquerors of the Atlas expansion, it's definitely the best thing, would say, the best expansion that GG has released for the end game, like focused or end game related. I'm gonna talk it to that later, but as you can see in the background, some of the mobs are really tanky, and they are like really hard to kill, especially in higher tier map. I'm pretty sure that this map is tier 16 with the some like not even have an extra life on it. And some of the Metamorph that I like fight against, I had to get the Frost Bomb to to kill them because they had so much life regen, and I can't deal with them without the Frost Bomb, so I lose another defensive stuff. So this league I changed my playstyle quite a bit. So I start out with the Deadeye Ballista, as you can see on the on the right, on the left of the screen. I haven't changed it, but I didn't change it at that time, but I changed it right now. So I changed it. Uh, yeah, I played the first character was the Deadeye Shrapnel Ballista, pure physical damage, and it was fun. The Ballista playstyle, you just walk right up into the enemy and you place down your Ballista and they kill stuff. So it shotgun everything, but the fact that right now in this league, especially, and the new conquerors and stuff like that is not very good for the melee playstyle that you can't get 45. Because the ballista shrapnel ballista would not doing anything if you place it far away from the target, so it's not going to shoot because you had to scale the projectile speed, and that's not the point for the shrapnel. You want to get as much as the projectile into one single enemy. So that's why it's like you had to get into melee range and put down the ballista. This character is the chieftain. I'm using Burchetless Finger, and I'm using Molten Strikes. And as you can see, I try, I got like my attempt on this guy, and it got fucked by stair. You can't do shit. You can't jump over the stair because there's, you know, I hope that they change it, and then right after I get back into him, I die by the stress. Say like 3 or 4 times. I just don't know. I died by a regular thing, ran into storm like once, and I died by there probably like 3 times, and then I got back here. As you can see, how I die again because I don't know what the fuck was that? Like you run back in and he's just doing his slam when I'm not even in the area. Look at that. And how you supposed to fight against that? But it's like I hope that they change it. I hope that they make it more reliable fight. The boss fight itself it's really fucking easy. I hope that they change it to get a little bit harder in the fight itself and I got into like delve encounters like something like that. And it's not like thing much thing to say about it. The Metamorph leagues, I'm gonna talk into it later, but the league itself is really great. I like boss fighting. Like you had to like dodge thing around. Even I play a really tanky character, as you can see on this screen. I had like 8,400 life, and that is just insane. I never have this much life. You know, in my character, like my regular character before, it's probably end up like 6.4 at most. But this character got like 8.4k max health. And I would say that you would probably don't need this much life to deal with most of the content. So we got some patch notes, so that's fine. Uh, yeah, but yeah, there's so many things that is going right with Conqueror of the Atlas and with Metamorph as well. I'm not gonna talk as something that I think it's not good because if it's not good, they will change it. Uh, But right now, I think everything is probably fine. for the most part. But I think the Awakener fight has to be changed, or like doing a little bit of like make it more of a boss fight, not just like the map fuck. Like the screen fuck things. It's like fuck, dude, how you can fight that? It's just not really a good thing to do. But the boss fight himself's kind of boring. He's doing nothing, and he's so easy to deal with. So you had to get some mechanic that lets him fight back instead of just drought or like sucks you in to the middle of the like thing, and then you get metal and dead, and you probably gonna get fucked by stair. So if you drag him into the staircase. So that sucks so much. So I hope that they change it. I hope that they make the stair that you can walk through it like fluidly, and I hope that they will change it. If they not change it, then people has to find the best way to deal with it. I don't know. I haven't like looked into like much of people fighting against him. I looked once or twice, I guess, and then like, well, shit, I don't think melee would be good this league. But then again, I try melee because I want to make a really, really tanky character, and I want to see a lot of stuff going on with the fight itself. And I'm gonna show you guys my Atlas progress and my character right now. I don't think there's much thing to do when it comes into the characters and stuff like that. It's still the same game as like a year before, as a league before. You can still make your character out of the existing version of skill or existing version of the item. You can just build around it, but there's a lot of things like new stuff like catalyst. As you can see here, this is adds a quality to enhance attribute. As if I put it on my gear, my belt, I would get more attribute out of it, but I haven't do it because I don't think it will worth doing it. So this character I'm playing Shiptane, and I chose to go with the stacking because I want to get the most life as much as possible. So I want to test out the boss mechanics and stuff. I want to see how he do, what he does, and what they do, and what can I do against them. For the most part, I this character has 55% 45 effects. It's not that much. You get like 30% reduced less damage taken by that, and I got like 300 charge. I have molten shell. When I have plus up, I got like 2.6 plus my health. That's like 11k effective health pool, which is really really big. You can tank most of the thing. I would say most of the thing because some Metamorph will still one shot you. And my atlas so far, I got maybe 16, 20. I don't know, like 4 here, 4 there, and 4 up there. So that's 12. That's that's 16, 17, 18, 19. So I got 19 out of them, so I had to do one more. I don't know. Wait, is it 19? What the fuck? Uh, wait, that's 4. That's 4. That's 4. That's 12, right? That's 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, it's 19. Like what? How can it be 19? I don't get it. By the way, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. You can do. I think you can do these. Cyrus. What's the name of it? I don't know. You can do it with this character. You can do with like what the character like. You can do whatever like with the character you would like to do. You had to get a little bit of life to like make some mistake. You can get laser because he's so fast in laser phase. You can get some of his laser beam that's spinning around. So you could probably have like a 6k or 6.5k character that do uh, well into him, and you can like get the most damage out of it, and maybe you can kill him fast enough that he not get much of his attack off. That would be the strategy for now. I hope that they fix the mechanic stuff, the whole storm. I don't think the whole storm gonna change much. Maybe the AI gonna change, but I don't think they will fix that much of it. They would probably left it there to be hard and, kind of not be able to beat it if you fucked up your entrance and you die once, so you cannot go back in. Uh, I'm gonna play this character for a while, maybe next 1 or 2 days, or I'm gonna make a new character. But I'm thinking of the new character already. It's gonna be a poison character. I would like to play a character that can ramp up the damage so much better than this one, because Modern Strike, it's as you know, right now is not that great anymore. You can't attack the ground and has the Molten Strike coming off. You have to attack the target, and most of the time when the when it comes into boss fight, they tend to move around, or something like Hunter, Honker the new Conqueror. They tend to move around a lot, and you can't really have a ball drop at him, which makes it really really hard to do, especially with Cyrus as well, or Cyrus, whatever, right? The name of him. You can't really get the ball on top of him in the last bit because he teleport around really fast, and that is really, really struggling to fight. The Conqueror overall, pretty good. You can get it's a really good boss fight overall. I think the drops might probably be the worst because the ground and stuff like that, the banner, it's pretty annoying. But I think that's kind of like, okay, the thing that you probably know as the name of the banner, that's like, okay, it's immortal or something like that, so it's make him immune to damage, so you have to kill that thing maybe. But in the Awakener fight himself, doesn't say anything. You can't know shit. You don't know what he's doing. Or he summoned the storm, or he just make a fucking metal call, or you don't know shit. You just have to play with it. You just have to go through it without knowing anything. So there's no sign of things in the fight. I mean, Awakener is like, it's not really a boss fight at all. It's just like shit show, I would say. It's easier. The boss himself, it's easier than Uber, but environment and stuff like in the map, it's not good. So that's it. Metamorph League, I would like to say I really love it. Especially you have to do something with the mechanic because you can't really one-shot them. For the most build, even you have insane amount of damage, you still probably cannot one-shot them from full if you have a tier 16 Metamorph. Like I showed you in the first half of the first like first clip, I guess that's the Metamorph, and I chose not to do the hardest one. And if you have like a 3 bosses in those kind of stuff, you can't, like, you literally cannot one shot them. It would probably have like a 180 million life or some shit. I don't even know the number yet, but it's really 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 tough to kill. So overall the league is pretty good for me. I'm gonna say it's probably the best league. It's better than the last league. It's better than Legion. It's better than Synthesis. Better than Betrayal. So you had to engage with it. I hope that you guys are. Maybe if you're still not have time to play it, just whenever you have time, you can come back and play the Part of Exile, the new expansion, and the new league. The Metamorph League, I don't know if it's gonna come into core game, but I think it will, and it probably does. So thanks you guys for watching, and see you guys all in the next video. Maybe I'm gonna make a new video about the fight of the Conqueror, and if you guys want to know about the Atlas, I could probably make a video explain about it. But it's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoying your day, and I'll be gone.